World Anti-Doping Agency defines blood doping as the misuse of certain techniques and/or substances to increase one's red blood cell mass, which allows the body to transport more oxygen to the muscles and therefore increases stamina and performance. This is because the role of hemoglobin, which is the main protein in mature red blood cells, is to carry oxygen from the lungs into the tissues and return carbon dioxide, as explained by the Institute for Research in Biomedicine. Hemoglobin is a tetramer consisting of 4 globin chains, 2 alpha and 2 beta. Since hemoglobin binds to oxygen, the more hemoglobin available, the more oxygen able to be transported. To understand how doping works, it is important to understand Le Chatelier's principle, which states that if a chemical system at equilibrium is disturbed, the system will undergo a change that shifts the equilibrium position in a direction that reduces the effect of the disturbance. Dr. Sandler at Georgetown University Medical Center explains that the dopant, which is the new concentrated red blood cell, will interfere with the equilibrium of hemoglobin, and at the same time introduces stress on that equilibrium. Therefore, the equilibrium must shift to accommodate the dopant. One of the most popular forms of blood doping is through blood transfusions. According to an article published by James Plumb et al., in the U.S. National Library of Medicine, blood transfusions can come in 2 forms: autologous and homologous. Autologous blood doping is a transfusion of one's own blood, which has been previously stored. Homologous blood doping is the transfusion of blood that has been taken from another person with the same blood type. The World Anti-Doping Agency also lists several health risks to blood doping. For analogous transfusions, the individual may become temporarily anemic due to the drop in their red blood cells. Another person's blood may contain a virus or other diseases, and one's own blood may not have been handled or stored properly, which puts the individual at great risk. Additionally, an unnaturally high red blood cell levels increase the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and pulmonary embolisms. There are many ethical issues with athletes' blood doping and physicians who assist them, as outlined in the World Anti-Doping Code, as anti-doping principles are based around the spirit of sports, which includes ethics, fair play, and honesty. The code states that the sports are the celebration of the human spirit, body, and mind, and that the rules reflect that. The 3 main arguments against doping are that of fairness, harm, and integrity, as outlined in Schneider and Butcher's article. They claim that integrity of sport is lost by doping, as it is no longer an authentic athletic performance, which is one that respects the internal good of sporting activity. Doping also causes severe strain on the body, which puts the individual at risk. Finally, doping puts individuals at an unfair advantage, as it is no longer competition between individuals of pure natural human talent and skill. More research is being put into detecting doping, and according to an article in Science Daily, researchers at the University of British Columbia have developed a DNA test to catch athletes who are blood doping. However, it has not been finalized yet, but its aim is to make the screening faster, easier, and cheaper. Overall, blood doping is a risk to the athletes themselves and violates the spirit of sport.